Hey, everybody. Why are you laughing again? We just messed up the recording for this intro where he was laughing at me, and now he's laughing at me again.
But I'm laughing at you because you just messed up that recording, and then you like, oh, let's try it again. And you're like, hey, everybody, the same exact way. It just made me laugh that it was like the same exact take. It's like, hey, everybody.
Well, this is our intro we do every week. Thanks for listening. Please listen to us at the Laughable.com app, iHeartRadio app. I'm just trying to tell people that maybe don't use apps to listen to us yet, to just use the link I post on Facebook. There's a lot of apps you can listen at. iTunes, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, Laughable.com. Laughable is only available on iPhone, I learned. So if you're an iPhone user, do Laughable. So, yeah. That's that, and this was a good episode this week. We talked. We had such a regular conversation. I forgot the topics.
About stuff, laughing around, joking around about Christmas, and hanging out with nieces and nephews and family members. Your father's crazy hands and how has no feelings emotionally or physically.
It was. Yeah, exactly. It was just an easy episode, just easy listening after last week's deep one. You know, we gave you a nice, easy listening for your drive to work. So
and. We discussed it towards the end of the podcast. 2017, this will be our first. Like in a couple of weeks, we'll be at 1 year, and we're thinking maybe in the next year we'll try some different stuff. And if you guys have any ideas, any topics, any things you would like us to try, like, hey, why don't you try this type of segment, or why don't you guys talk about this stuff every week?
Or maybe something we used to do that we don't do no more that we forgot about because we just go really kind of off the cuff each time, not having any set way of doing things, but we don't mind doing things like that just to change it up. Like our listener James one time said, you know, I like when you do politics, so we'll try to do that occasionally. So any ideas, go to our Facebook page and send us a message.
Yes. So it was a good episode, and we hope you guys had a great Christmas. And we will see you in 2017. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much. Enjoy the episode.
You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the
show. Yo. What's up, bro?
Nothing, man. Just chilling. Just had a shitty meal.
What'd you say?
I had a shitty meal, and now my stomach's all gurgling.
What kind of shitty meal?
Fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. That place sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Well, you know what, Justin? Like, I just want to people keep giving him Buffalo Wild Wings fucking gift cards. He's like, yo, I don't like Buffalo Wild Wings. Can I get money for this? I'm like, so I have like this abundance of Buffalo Wild Wings gift cards in my wallet.
Right.
So I'm like, let's go burn these things. And one time we went there, we had good food, but they had like these corn fucking cob things,
good description.
It was like they were nice, like food truck type shit, you know.
Still haven't. I don't know what you're talking about yet.
Cool. It was like little corns on the cob with like fucking spices and shit.
You know what happens when you lose the description?
What?
It's like little corns on the cobs. And then it goes off to fucking shit things in the fucking truck that you're doing.
It came in a little fucking paper boat, spices and shit. You know.
Your brain can't handle it. And then when your brain goes into panic mode, it says fucking shit, and then it throws words out that don't matter.
Right. Well, they had good corn on the cob.
Right.
And their wings aren't that bad, but like we got these other appetizers.
See, the name Buffalo Wild Wings suggests that that the wings should be amazing, not categorized as not that bad.
Right. They're all right. But then we got this fried mushrooms, and then it was like these fried cheddar cheese curds. Comes with dipping sauce and shit, and it's like cafeteria level like fucking food.
Really?
Like it's like literally like just no thought.
Yeah.
I mean, you know it's a chain, but at least some chains at least make it appear
right.
Like there's thought, even though it's dog shit food. The presentation looks quality that you put in your mouth. You're like, this is garbage. This was garbage from visual to eating to now my gastrointestinal tract feels like it's going to explode.
Did you get rid of all your Gift cards, though?
I tried, man. I couldn't spend that much. I just I had to really kind of have a party to get rid of it. You know, well, because, it's like the wings, they come in 5, 10, 15, 20, and like 10 is just too many. Like 5 is perfect, but then that's only $7. So I'm like, I got to spend this money. So I got the cheese curds for $6, got the other thing for that. Then she got some flatbread thing that was okay, but we're both leaving there like, just like you shouldn't be moaning as leaving. You should be like rubbing your belly like, that's fucking great. I feel great, not just like, oh, my insides are eating itself. But, so, people, eat at Buffalo Wild Wings for a nice hearty after holiday meal.
Guess who's not our sponsor?
But if anybody in my family listens to it, or my wife's family listens to this podcast, which they probably don't, can you stop buying him Buffalo? Well, I'll tell you, he don't want to go out to eat anywhere. So if you're going to buy him food, I'll tell you where I like, Chipotle.
Yeah.
So next time Justin's birthday comes up, if you're not getting him money,
right,
you should just give him money, because all he's doing with your gift cards is coming into my room.
Right, and then I have to give him money.
And I have to give him money, and now I have just gift cards. And that's why I'm getting fat, because I'm just like, well, I have to use these.
Right, yeah.
So Chipotle, people. That's my shit. Or as Sebastian Maniscalco calls it, Chipotle. He just says it wrong.
Oh, totally wrong. On national television and specials.
Yeah. So that's probably why they're not giving them
Have you been to Chipotle? No, I don't even know what do they serve there.
So that's
the work was at Chipotle.
No, but yes, I feel very heartburny, so you're going to have to really carry the fucking show today.
You feel heartburny?
Heartburny, fucking, I'm feeling the burn. I'm feeling the burn. I'm feeling heartburn, stomach ache.
This is probably the worst time ever in my life to ask me to carry the goddamn podcast.
All right, then I'll carry it then. Let's go.
You have to power through your heartburny feelings. And direct this ship, and I will follow.
All right. Well, I had a good holiday. How was your holiday? Bad? Okay, we'll move on. I had a great Christmas.
That's good. No, I did not, by any means, have a great holiday. However, yesterday was spent at my nephew and his wife did they just did their whole kitchen over, like a $60,000 renovation on their kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And
nice.
so they had Christmas there. So it was nice, because usually people come over here to this house and it's just a fucking load of shit and just so many – it's too small of a house. There's too many fucking humans packed in this place, and it makes it not a nice day. It makes it just very uptight, like tense day. But we went to his house yesterday – and nice, wide open upstairs. We played video games with the kids and like hung out there till like 8 o'clock last night. It was the perfect day.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
It's no worries, no thought process. Go eat some food. I bought a box of Joe. We had coffees, eat some food, play video games with little kids, and we're good.
Good, man. That's good. Yeah, see, my mother's Christmas Eve was just we packing her house, bunch of people, but we had a good time with it, playing, with the little kids and.
Right.
I played some game with my niece called Speak Out. You got to put some like dental dam in your fucking mouth, some sort of like dental thing that opens up your mouth real wide so you can't even talk.
Like, what is that for, though?
You have to read a card and then people have to guess what the hell you're saying because your mouth is like wide open.
Yeah.
There's a picture of me with her. Yeah, like
and then people got to figure out what you just read.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
But they're laughing, but I'm laughing because they're laughing at me, but I got this thing in my mouth holding, so I'm drooling. I'm like, so you can't laugh. But the best part was my niece Mia, because she has like this little squeaky giggle. So she's like, she can't even get through a card. She's like, I eat. And then
that piece came out. What?
My niece, she has like this cute little giggle. So she can't even get through a card without giggling. So she'd be like trying to read the words when there's a little like squeaky giggle between every word. I can't. And I'm like, can she just do that all day? It's adorable. I don't even want to play this game. Just have her laugh through that mouthpiece. And so I got to see my brothers, which is always nice when I get. It's so weird. The holidays are a weird thing for me because it's like it's great and it's depressing.
Right.
It's like
right.
It's like I get to my mother's. It's great. I see my whole family who I don't see a lot 'cause I live an hour away, and they all live in the same town. And then you like get all like I get all like weird. I'm like, oh man, can't believe how much I missed out on just because I moved away.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I was I was hiking with Scott Brennan today, and I'm like talking about my niece Alyssa, who's 14 now, and I'm like, God, years just flew by.
Right.
And I'm like, it depresses me that I feel like I missed a huge chunk of her life, like a lot of like intricate parts of it, just because I was. But I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Not live my life and just stand in East Brunswick for 14 years watching her every day? Like, I can't
Uncle
miss.
Joe always out on the lawn?
I can't miss.
Doesn't want to miss anything.
Doesn't want to miss anything. What about his own life? He just forego that to watch yours. He just decided to.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at the past like that very easily. I mean, me having kids can look back at it, but it's like you're a part of the phase now. Like, what do you do now? Now, go now.
Oh no, it's like, what it is. It's
it's
I think it's natural to think that, but
Absolutely.
I've like if I was to like sit down and think of the past 14 years, I've done a lot with her. I've been around her a lot. It's just you just can't believe how fast it moves.
Right.
So you start saying things like that.
Oh, absolutely. No, yeah.
Or like then Christmas Day comes, and I always host Christmas Day. I always say, anybody can come over. I'll cook. Just let me know so I cook enough meatballs.
Right.
And this year was just my wife's family.
Right.
Her parents came over, and her brother, because my dad and mom and my aunt and my uncle used to come every year. Then my uncle passed away. Then my dad passed away, and now the ladies don't want to drive here.
Yeah, and you guys
alone
spend the Christmas Eve together, so it's like not like she's not totally missing out.
Yeah, but then you're like, oh, like it's just like it's the second Christmas without my dad, so you sit there, you're like, oh, he's missing.
Right.
And but you try not to like stay in extra, like I can always be depressed, but it's like it's just like you're just like it just makes you like, oh fuck, life is so annoying and shitty sometimes, just like in these moments. But like then you watch and like we're all opening gifts and I got it's weird what I consider a good gift today, like when I was a kid, I just wanted like so much cool shit.
Yeah,
and
right.
My wife's like, yeah, I got you a hoodie and these new Salomon hiking sneakers. I'm like, fucking yeah, baby, jackpot. Hiking sneakers, man. Like you watch all these like commercials where like the husband like brings the wife out with the car with the bow. You're like,
yeah.
I got hiking sneakers, but I felt like I got a car with a bow.
Both modes of transportation.
Yeah.
You both got modes of transportation.
Right. You think I've never seen anyone that's happened to in my
entire existence on the planet.
Entire existence, yeah, because like back in the day, you couldn't know if people were doing that because there was no social media. But I've been on Facebook now 8-9 years, MySpace 3 years before that. Never saw one post like, look what I got. Look what my husband got me with the bow.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. Know why? Because cars are expensive, and fuck you for Christmas, hon. Here's a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card.
Yeah, and how do you make a major purchase like that without like your wife or husband knows? Be like, hey, there seems to be $8,000 missing. In a car dealership. You think we got hacked? Like, how do you hide that? Yeah. How do you hide that down payment? Not unless you're just putting cash aside.
Yeah. Credit Karma just gave me a notification that we had like a credit, some kind of credit application at a car dealership. Anything to do with that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, there's no way to hide it.
No. Unless you have all the cash in the world, cash.
Yeah. Yeah,
and your wife was probably already expecting that anyhow. Like, get the fuck, give me a Mercedes. You know you got a millionaire.
Yeah, then you got to keep the car somewhere. They ain't open on Christmas. Can't get it that morning or the night before. Seems like such a hassle to get the bow.
Gotta get a big bow.
Can't
get that at CVS.
Big bow, and like have you ever left your house with this? People just be, where you going? What's going on inside? Like, what? Are you, like, even in the middle of the night, you're like, wow, I can't even wrap the bow, man. Can a man go out in his front yard without inquisition? I just, you know,
It
it's
seems like it's not real.
yeah, show me that happen.
Yeah.
Show me that happen. It can only happen in people. I guess you got to be so wealthy that they're just like a missing huge down payment for a car is just like, he must have been out with the boys last night.
Or they just scan right by it. They don't even see it. Like if you were to open up your checking account right now and look on your online trans, and you would notice $8,000. You're like, ho.
Yeah, right.
Yo, Kerry, it's
Yeah.
$8,000. You see this $8,000? We know what that is?
Yeah,
But like if you're scanning and every purchase is $5,600, $2,700,
Yeah.
you're like, you're
honey,
already past
did you
$8,000.
take the employees out for drinks again? I did. Sorry. 8 G's, you know me. You took them out at the Lexus?
We got appetizers.
You took them
We
out?
got appetizers.
You took them out at Lexus? Well, they got a new lounge. They're trying this new thing. They're trying this new thing where they get people drinking, they'll buy cars. Shut up and fucking go to bed. Santa's coming.
Don't pay attention to
It's
that
only-
big bow in the living room.
It's only, Santa's coming. It's 5 days before Christmas.
I thought you were taking the garbage out. What's that big bow you're carrying outside?
Yeah. Big.
Big red bow. Where are you putting that at?
Yeah. And I guess you got to live in a neighborhood where, like I know me as a kid in a neighborhood, if I saw a bow on a car, I'm unwrapping that bow the moment the guy goes in.
Yeah. I kind of think the neighborhood that's doing that is not people like
That's
you.
what I'm saying. It's got to, yeah, I was in a
It's
middle
got to be a long driveway, gates.
Yeah, it's got to be gated communities getting bows.
Yeah.
I was middle class,
Streets
East
of East
Brunswick, New
Brunswick.
Jersey. Guaranteed, if I'm poking out my window and I saw the neighbor like putting the red bow, I'd be like, oh yeah, double mischief night this year. Fucking bows.
That's how not rich we are. We can't even get our brain around doing that as a gift. Like we don't know how that works. It's probably really easy in the rich world, but we're like,
Well, because if you think about it, yeah, you have to like either buy it outright,
right?
because you don't want to be like, here's your car payment for the next 4 years. You gotta be taking on the car payment too. Like that's a married gift.
I put zero down on that. Got $299 a month.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
yeah. You can't buy a car for your girlfriend unless you're wealthy,
Right.
because you can't be like, I put 8 G's down, rest is on you. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, right.
I didn't need a car. We could have traded mine and got more off. Well, how was I supposed to swing that without you knowing there's no Santa Claus? You fucking bitch. You ungrateful. Hey, or you do that, you just steal the car. Be like, where was my car? I don't know. Traded in.
Merry Christmas. I traded your car in.
Yeah, the guy taking his wife's car to trade it in without telling her. What happened to my car? Oh, well, I don't know what happened.
Should we call the cops? Nah, wait till
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you have to steal
They'll show
it.
up.
You have to steal it the day before Christmas Eve. You'd be like, listen, insurance ain't going to be open. We'll call after Christmas. You don't think we should get the police on this? The car, it's gone already. What's 2 days? Listen, I can't be sitting here worrying. It's ruining my Yuletide spirit. I just really have to wait till it's over.
Oh, man.
But yeah, some of those Christmas commercials, very inaccurate.
Oh, 100%. But that's made to trick people like, that can actually afford that to do that.
I want to see realistic Christmas commercials where it's like, 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. You're like, yo, Mom, it's official. Let's go downstairs now.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Come on.
Go,
Come on.
go.
If Santa was any Santa, it would be here already.
Will we last on his list? Come on.
I know. That's like we were at my mom's house, and my niece had a Santa Claus app.
Yeah,
Like where you
the
see
track
where
he's
you're
at.
tracking. It was pretty early. Like, he's 60% done. I'm like, bro, they got Santa on a great schedule. It's like, we haven't got the dessert yet. The motherfucker's approaching 70% delivered. Santa is kicking it this year. Gotta say.
Yeah, I like that tracking Santa thing. That was always cute when my nieces and nephews would look at it.
Yeah.
What was that? My nephew's house, and his little son, his 5-year-old son, he comes over and there's like a big island in the middle of the kitchen, and on the other side of the island, hidden by the rest of the house, is like a drawer had candy in it from like their stockings. It's like those candy canes that are plastic with Hershey's Kisses inside them.
Yeah.
So my nephew's he's like, Uncle, look, it's candy. So it's like, nice. So he gives me 2, and he takes like 4. Right, and he closes the drawer back up, and he squats down behind the island and starts opening them up. Eating them because he's not supposed to be eating them, so he's just eating them away. And then his bigger brother came over, and he puts all the foils into his pocket, right? And his big brother went into the drawer and was like, "Come on, man, who ate my candy?" And Mikey, the little one, looks at me and was like, "Uncle was eating some of it. I saw Uncle eating it. You little shitbag, you gave me the candy." He pointed at me I was the one who went in the drawer. You know what I'm saying? So then I looked at his face, and he's got chocolate on his lips. And I'm like, Mike, your lips. And he looks at his lips, he sees the chocolate on his fingers, starts licking his. I love little kids, man.
Oh, yeah. My nieces were just so funny. I got my niece this Barbie that has a dog that walks, but there's little poops you put in it, and you hit the tail, and it poops. Then it's got a pooper scooper. No, but I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, it is. It's cute.
And then when she opened it, she was like, "This is it poops." She was like, she had the same thing I said in the store. I'm like, "The thing poops. It's hilarious." And she was sitting there. Then all the kids were fighting over, "I want to poop. Don't take my poop. I want to make it poop." It was a huge hit.
So the poop slaps, pops up into the dog, and little pieces come out.
Yeah, you put the little poop in the mouth. So Barbie's got pooper scoopers. Yeah, when you hit the tail, it takes a shit. It's hilarious.
It is.
And Barbie, that's a high class broad right there. So I was shocked to see that sort of
yeah, me too.
behavior. But I was like, that's the perfect gift from Uncle Joe. The Barbie with the shitting dog.
Barbie shit, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be.
You know what I mean?
That would
pull a right arm and the shit comes out.
That would cause an uproar. Sit and shit, Barbie. What? Dirty girl Barbie.
I was talking about my little nephews. A couple days ago, he was with him and my older nephew was 10. He's 5, and my nephew was my little 5-year-old was watching television, and my older nephew was like, "Yeah, I'm changing this, man. I want to watch Netflix." And he just took the remote from him. And changed it. And little Mikey was like, "No, man, I'm watching something." He's like, "I'm watching Netflix." So he took the remote and he changed the channel, and little Mikey waited. I asked this question too. How long did he wait? He waited 30 seconds, then picked the remote up and smacked him in the back of the head with it. And he started bleeding. He cut his head open.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
I was like, how long did he wait? He's like, my nephew was like 25 seconds. I'm like, that is perfect timing. He just let you, you want to watch Netflix? Go ahead. No, go ahead. Set it up. Oh, that's going to be a good movie, man. You're going to enjoy that. That's going to be a nice movie. Clock right in the back of the fucking head.
Wow. Merry Christmas.
He's such a little criminal.
Yeah.
5-year-old man, he steals everything. If he goes to somebody's house, he takes something.
It's like my nephew Mikey. Just a brilliant, dirty little boy. Just fucking hilarious. Did I ever tell you about that story? My brother said he was watching UFC with my nephew Mikey. They were watching the preliminaries. And he goes, "Hey, Dad, are these guys millionaires?" Now, people don't know my nephew Mikey's 8 years old.
Right.
It's are these guys millionaires? He's like, well, some of them are. If you're a really good fighter, you're a millionaire. He's like, I want to be a millionaire one day. He's like, my brother goes, you're good looking, you got a good personality. He's like, you could be anything you want. He goes, Yeah, I think I'm just gonna find a girl that looks like $1 million that makes $1 million.
That is the smart kid right there. He's like,
Then he goes,
you think I'm making the effort? No, I'm going to find a broad that makes that money.
yeah. Then he goes, how come you guys didn't do that? I'm like, yeah, Mikey. Sometimes me, your dad, and your Uncle Chris probably ponder that on long rides to work. Girl that looks like $1 million that makes $1 million. 8.
They're brilliant, smart, so smart. I mean, as much as you don't want to sound like an old person, with the internet and all this information that's coming at them, 500 television channels to choose from, there's so much information coming at them that they're learning so much.
Oh, they're way advanced.
Yeah.
Way advanced. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm curious about. Like, like my grandpa, shit, he couldn't even fathom the internet. He couldn't even wrap his head around what the fuck we were doing.
Yeah.
Our computer, not even internet, just the computer. You turn this thing on and like the first one he saw, he goes, "Oh, it's like a typewriter." Like that's
right. Yeah.
So like
paper.
Because I'm always pretty up to date with technology. I'm always reading on technology, especially in the video field. Like I always know what's next and what's coming. Like there's gonna be that day where like kids are gonna come in my room. I'll be like, "What the fuck is this thing, man?" We're just so past my old crippled brain.
Right.
It's even fat. Yeah, because it's got to be like telepathy or something like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandpa. No, if you think hard enough, you'll be on Mars, and then you visit the bar. Yeah. Whoa, wait. No, here, hold this crystal. Yeah. You gotta stick it in that. Remember that
crystal? Where's your USB cords? Where's your?
Yeah, remember that plug we installed in your bicep last year for Christmas?
You haven't used it since.
Yeah. Dust it off. Put the crystal in there.
Grandpa, you're not using your installed USB we got you last year. Come on. What's the point if you're not going to plug into the wall and turn the channel with your thoughts?
I'll be like, Grandpa's ready to die now. I don't know what you're doing. It's like that Westworld shit. Like
Did you watch?
We're about to go into episode 5.
It's a good show, man.
It's good.
Confusing.
I don't know if I'm loving it like everybody else does. I'm a little. You know whose story? Like, listen, I like the blonde broad storyline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then they're starting to like bring in the black broad a little bit more. She's starting to remember shit about being stabbed and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what the last episode was, when she gets stabbed at the end, or she makes the guy stab her.
Right. Yeah.
To see if she heals.
Yeah.
You know. I'm not. I think I'm very confused on Ed Harris's storyline.
Yes.
Am I supposed to be at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is what, like I was saying the whole time. Every episode is it's confusing. I'm interested in the whole story. I like the idea of this whole world that we're in.
Yeah.
I like that. The blonde broad and the black broad. Like, I like that there's some sort of memory there that they're trying to figure out.
Right.
So, like, I liked all that. It was intriguing enough for me to keep watching it.
Yeah.
But yet, always still kind of confusing. But by, like, episode 7, 8, 9, 10, shit starts to come together, and you're like, what the fuck? Holy fuck. Mother. Oh, my God.
Oh, good, good.
At the end, it wraps it all up to where you're like, that was a brilliant story. Now you can put it all together.
Okay, good. Because me and Carrie are sitting there highly confused, but we're like kind of liking it, but not loving it. And then we're like, are we just too tired?
That makes
and then like she even like looked something up just to see who somebody was, because a name was mentioned. I'm like, we're supposed to know who that is? I'm like, maybe not.
Arnold.
And then it was like Wyatt or something.
Oh, Wyatt.
And then she Googles Wyatt and she goes, oh, just got a spoiler. Maybe we're not supposed to know.
Wyatt is somebody they talk about all the time. Like, they talk about it, and I mean, like, it was a character that what's her name?
Yeah, but she got some spoiler when she tried,
Yeah,
trying to figure out what she doesn't
Correct.
know. But I'm like, I think we're not supposed to know things.
No,
I think they're spoon feeding us this. But I do. I mean, it's definitely intriguing. I'll finish the whole season, obviously.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're intrigued enough to enjoy the storylines, yes, the confusion is a little frustrating because you think you figured something out and then you didn't figure it out.
I mean, I don't know. Just I think about it when I'm not watching it, and I don't know if I'm on the right track with what some people are, but like Anthony Hopkins, the guy who created it, the character,
Right.
I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I'm wondering if he like has made himself immortal in this world, like he's maybe like turned himself into one of these robots, like
I got you.
that he's
yeah.
like control,
No,
there's probably that's shit
this
that I'm
is the stuff
reading.
that is fun to think. That's why I like the show, because you're thinking about it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good. It's it's a cool
You'll see.
concept.
You'll see. It's all gonna.
Oh, good.
when
It better
all-
tie up. Yeah.
bro. When it all comes together, it came. And I mean, I'm a sap
So, like,
to
you're saying,
begin
like,
with.
7, 8, 9, 10 is when they start wrapping things together?
Things start to wrap up, but like nothing like 10. Nothing is like the 10th episode, an hour and a half. Nothing is like
Okay.
that.
Good.
But 7, 8, and 9 there's pieces of the puzzle that start to click that you're like, oh, wait a second here. Oh, my God. Really? That was him? Like, boom, 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 boom. And it just,
Right.
yeah, it's really a good show.
Cool. I'm looking forward. We're going to actually, when we're done with this podcast, we're going to go continue our Westworld
Yeah,
watching.
When I watched the last episode, it was, and I'm like I said, I'm like a sappy guy anyhow, but because of how the story unfolded at the end, I got emotional because I was like, wow, that was so brilliantly written to get me to where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what a awesome story to get me here.
Cool.
Like, holy motherfucker.
Oh, cool.
That's how I felt about it. So maybe some people didn't, but that's how I felt
Because
about
we
it.
feel like we don't even know what we're really watching.
Yep.
Like, we're like, are we even watching anything?
That's exactly how I
Okay, good. As long as I know that's how I'm supposed to feel. Like I said, the Ed Harris one is just a really confusing storyline. You're just like, all right, this is a guy that's on vacation there, and he's just a fucking lunatic, and he's further on in this journey than most people. He's
Right.
in, like, harder levels.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not, like, you're like, at least the other one's more of, like, there's more plot with the blonde bra, with the brown, with the black girl.
Right. The black guy, Bernard.
The black guy, Bernard. Right. But I'm looking forward to it.
That's good.
So, yeah, we watched that until we're like, once you get too tired, you're like, listen, I'm too tired to focus on this show anymore.
Right.
That they've been having, True TV's been having just Impractical Jokers marathons, and I'm like,
Okay.
laughing my balls off at that show.
I don't like it at all, man. I know a lot of people do
No?
it.
Oh, my God, that show kills me.
I don't like any practical joke show. It's like so played out to me. It's just so played out. And it's those guys doing it themselves. And like, I don't know. I just think it's like fake laughing and like it's all stage stuff. And they're like, and they're dying laughing. Like I've watched like an episode where like he's stuck in the bed. It's just so like you're funny. This is your boy, and you're laughing that hard that he's by himself in a bathroom that's leaking on him. That's not that funny. How are you laughing this hard?
Yeah, but the actual things they make them do, they make me die laughing. And if I was
Right.
watching you, like having to make a guy, like if me and you were in Central Park and I'm feeding you lines to make you have to say to someone, but then you have to make them hug it out after.
Right.
And watching
No,
you try to make a strange man hug you and say congratulations.
I would
Like,
too.
I would be dying watching you try to do that.
2 times. 8 seasons later,
I don't know.
I'm making you do
Yeah.
the same exact thing. I'm not laughing anymore.
Still works
I'll
for
do
me.
it.
It's so funny. I never get tired of it. Like,
Yeah, a lot of people like that. Though.
well, they did one recently. They were like I mean, I don't know when it was filmed, but it was on this marathon. We're in a pawn shop and they're messing with this guy. But then the guy, you're like, you guys remind me, you guys are very much like those Impractical Joker guys. And they're like, oh, yeah? And he's like, yeah. You know, he's describing an episode where the 2 guys that aren't in this skit are on. They're the guys behind.
Oh, okay.
So then they come out and like sneak them. But Sal is in there going, yeah, I hear that show's pretty good. I hear the ratings are up like a +3 ratings. They're really like, I just found it so funny. But it just goes to show, because I used to say that, I'm like, they're so popular. How did they get away with it? This was a guy who actually loves the show, that just was so about his own business,
right,
doing stuff that he didn't even put it together.
Right. Do you think everything is real? None of it's staged with the people too?
I think some of the final ones are staged, like when they make them do something after they lose.
Right.
Like that last final thing.
Yeah,
some of them are staged. They even appear staged, but I think these actual things they do with people in public,
right,
I don't think they're staged.
Like to me, like growing up when I was younger, watching what was that show? Something Camera.
Candid Camera.
Was it called Hidden Camera? No.
Candid Camera.
Candid Camera.
Yeah.
With Alan Funt in Candid Camera.
Yeah.
That, when I was younger, those were like they were the first ones, so like everyone fell for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the more they get played out now, you know, fast forward to 2016, there's so many YouTube guys doing it. Like, there's so many people.
Right.
There's one guy though that kills me. I showed you the link. He one of the ones he's on the phone and he's repeating, like he's on a phone, a cell phone, and if you're on your phone, he's like kind of like standing next to you.
Yeah, I see that guy.
That guy kills me, man.
Yeah, that was funny.
And if you're like, yeah, I'll be home tomorrow. It's like, all right, tomorrow's good, man.
Yeah,
maybe we'll go get some sushi. I love sushi. Excuse me, are you answering me? No, I'm on the phone. Like,
yeah.
He just keeps following people around. That killed me.
Well, Impractical Jokers is like 6 years old, right?
Yeah,
probably. And when I started watching it with Justin, and so he was like 10. And
okay.
He used to go grocery shopping with me, and we used to just try and do these things in the grocery store just for our own amusement without filming it.
Right.
Like I'd be like, Justin, I'm gonna go talk to the guy, the butcher guy's like putting out meat. I'm gonna go ask him about steaks. So I'm gonna try and get as close to his face as possible as I'm asking the questions. And I would just be like up in the guy's face, like asking him, and then he'd hand me a steak. Then I get closer, and I'd be like, "Are you saying?" And then my stepson Justin just dying laughing over in the chip aisle, watching me. It was just for our own amusement, because he was like, "We should do Impractical Jokers." I'm like, "Let's just do it for us."
Right.
Let's just do it. And he got such a kick out of it. We just we just like hold cereal, like we're reading it, and just like smash it down, like, oh shit. And you just see but when people had to be buying, just see them like jump back.
How infuriating can cereal make you? What the hell's wrong with those guys?
But man, it made Justin die, and I'm like, Justin would always chicken out. He was always too afraid to do things.
What?
Justin would always chicken out when it was his turn to do things. He's like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. Or he would like start and then start laughing and then just walk away.
Right.
I'd be like, go up and grab something out of that lady's basket.
Frank's really good at that stuff.
Yeah.
Frank's really good at like keeping a straight face, saying stuff like that's so weird to people.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, what? And I remember he used to go to Dunkin' Donuts and be like, yeah, can I have a large coffee, light and sweet, no milk, no cream, no milk, no sugar. And they're like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, large coffee, light and sweet, no milk, no sugar. And the guy's like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And then Frank was like, can I speak to your supervisor? What are we doing here? And he's like, what supervisor? And then Frank would laugh.
Yeah. I like doing practical jokes on friends. My wife hates practical jokes. I used to try and pull them on her early in our relationship. She's like, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I'm like, all right.
You know what? She doesn't like to look bad in front of, not bad, but doesn't look stupid.
Right. Exactly. She doesn't like that or being scared.
Right.
Like jumping out and scaring her.
Right.
Definitely. If I don't want to talk to her for a week, I should do either of those things.
Right.
I'm like, I'm really not in the mood to talk to her for a week. What's the best way to go about this? Oh, spook her.
Yeah.
But I forget who I did it with. I don't know if it was a comedian friend or friend of recovery, but just like smacked the coffee out of their hand right before they're about to drink it. Like you go out for coffee in a parking lot, and as it's like hitting their lips, just smack it out of the hand, and then you go buy them another one. You're like, I just want to see your face. Just, boosh. They're like, what the fuck, man? Let me tell you something. Nothing funnier than that. Especially if they're getting a drink and it's hot out and they're dying, and they're about to do it. You just whack, and you just watch it pour all over the ground, or you grab it and just dump it out in front of them.
That's such a dick move, but funny.
No, you're gonna buy them another one, but
I know.
It's just great. It's just great. Did you ever see? I think it was Nate Bargatze did I think one of his late night sets where he talked about Luis Gomez when he bit the cheeseburger and put the wrapper back on and then blamed it on the McDonald's.
But then Luis didn't. He was like, obviously, I'm your comedian friend sitting across from you. Who do you think took a bite? He's like, I didn't realize my my friend was a homicidal maniac.
Yeah.
He just got up and stormed over to the counter.
Yeah.
And he's like, clearly the guy who did bite your cheeseburger doesn't really care about life.
Right.
What do you think you're going to find over there?
No, but stuff like that I love to do, like removing the burger. Like I have to get up and get condiments, just like take the burger out, put the bun back.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'll buy you another one. I just wanted to see you confused. It was worth $1 too.
I like scaring. I used to scare I remember one time I'm coming out of my house. It's dark. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And we're going to go to the store. My son was coming with me. So my son hid like in the alleyway. So when I came out of the house, he jumps out. It's like, huh! And it did nothing. It did nothing to me. This is like maybe 5 years ago. He was probably like 11, 12. Nothing. He did not scare me a little bit. So then he gets in the passenger seat, and I start the car up, and I'm just sitting there for a second before I put it in reverse. And I just, out of nowhere, was like, ah! Right in his face. And he was like, ah! And I was like, I'm sitting next to you when I scared you. Like, you hid behind an alleyway and a garbage can and did nothing to me. You're in the car with me, and all I did was go, ah! Right in his face. And he was like, ah! And I was like, I'm right next to you, man.
My dog scares me sometimes in the woods. He doesn't scare me, but he makes me think something's going to kill me. Like,
why? Because he looks startled.
Yeah, because sometimes when I'm hiking with him, I'll either have music playing or a podcast on, low, and I'm just hiking with him, and he just stops. He's always in front of me, and he just stops and then just looks behind us, and I'm like, but with this serious look on, I'm like, oh fuck, bear. Yeah, but he does it so much that
I would love that he, in his little brain, he know he's doing it.
That'd be great.
Every time he turns around, he's like, fucking guy is easy. Every time he looks, every time.
He looked at me the other day where the woods, this one trail in these woods we go to is really icy because it pools up on the path and it's nowhere for it to go, so it just keeps refreezing even though it's been melting.
Right.
So you have to kind of walk on the edge of it in the woods.
Right.
So, I mean, dude, I've been in woods since I'm a kid hunting with my dad. I've never seen a tree like this where it's got spikes on it, like brambles. But they're the same color as the tree, so it's a very light brown, so you can't even see them on there.
Right.
And so I'm walking, and I slip and almost fall. Right. And I go just grab the closest branch so I don't fall, and I just grab real hard. It's about the size of a quarter, this tree. Right. Just covered in fucking pinchers, bro. So I go
in like thorns, like
thorns, man.
Really?
So I just fall. I'm like, grab it. I'm like, yeah, like the noise I made, right. Because I'm already making noise because I'm falling. So it's more like oh, and then when I grab, I'm like, yeah, and I let go of it but was able to get myself down gracefully without falling hard. And he just looking at me and tilting his head like, what the fuck is that? Because for him it was out of nowhere. He's just hiking in front of me.
Right.
I just yell out this.
Did you cut yourself?
Nah, there was no blood, but because I had gloves on, but I felt it was. I think it was more just being queer.
Well, the fact that you weren't expecting that.
Yeah, I'm just queer and scared and grabbing any pain, just because you're just not expecting it. It was surprise.
Right. That's what it more was.
Yeah, surprise thorns are not the worst kind of thorns. And then, dude, I fucking burnt my hand like a motherfucker yesterday cooking.
Right.
Steam. You ever get burnt by steam lifting a fucking lid off a pot?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, I almost threw a lid off a pot across the room.
What, it come up like onto your wrist?
Yeah, my thumb, my pointer finger.
Okay.
I lift it, and it was so weird. It starts pain, and it was like my body froze there.
Right,
because of so much pain. Like, oh, this hurts, so let's stay here and continue more hurting. So literally, I just threw it, and it landed in the sink. But I literally wasn't aiming.
Right.
I just kind of went, ah! And then I sat there while stirring my meatballs for an hour with my hand under cold water. They're like, you okay? I'm like, nah, this has been a bad couple days for me. I've got thorned in my left hand and steam burned on my right hand. Not jolly.
I was cooking London broil once back in a few years back with my kids, and like, you know, the metal grate that's in the oven.
Yeah, the rack.
The rack.
Yeah.
So I had pulled that with the glove. I pulled that all out, and I had it like on my sink, like across my sink, and like took the mitt off, like the oven mitt off, and was cut the steak open, and I realized it wasn't done yet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I had to go back in.
Right.
But I never, like, the instinct was just to grab the rack and throw it back in the oven. But I grabbed it without the oven mitts.
Oh.
I just grabbed the rack.
Oh.
Oh. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
I screamed so loud, and it had like the four grid marks on my fingers.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was the most pain. It's like your whole brain can't function.
I know, dude. That's how. Dude, getting steam burned. I still don't know how my dad let us strain spaghetti through his hands when we were kids.
Yeah, I don't either.
We poured a pot of hot water and spaghetti over his two hands over the sink, and he just was like,
Human colander.
Human colander. And just like, like, Dad, you're right. He's like, yeah, what are you, gay? You know, just very, fucking, of course I am. Of course I am. Then, then you think, like, he's probably numb from a little Jack Daniels when he did it, so it's probably...
Right.
But still, he should have had burns.
Blisters and stuff, right?
No, he had these Portuguese leather hands, bro, these construction hands.
Yeah.
Like, it was like almost like you'd see, like, cracked skin from working outside, like, working, like, hard with your hands, but, like, there's no cream in the world that can combat it.
Yeah.
It was just lizard fingers, just like
like
alligator scales. He used to move burning logs in the fireplace with his hand.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
No, I was there with the poker, and I had the thing to grip him, and I'm trying to move. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, trying to move it to put new logs. Like, here.
You had, like, log tongs?
Yeah, I'd have that. What normal people do. He'd be like, come on, it's just here. Move this over here. He's just grabbing a red log. I'm like, what's going on here? That dude never felt nor hot nor cold.
Yeah, that's an
toughest dude I know.
Human.
Yeah. I'd be in the woods hunting with him as an adult, mind you, dressed up like a kid from the Christmas Story. Like, can't even move my arms. I'm got 700 layers. I'm like, and he's sitting. He's got jeans. He's got jeans and a button-up like camo fucking flannel.
Yeah.
Icicles on his mustache. No gloves. We're like, you cold? He's like, nah.
Wow.
Nah, not cool. Cold. It's all in your mind. I'm like, nah, definitely not. Like, you're just a psychopath.
That's what sucks about having a dad like that, is because you know that you're never going to be tough enough to beat him up.
No.
That for the rest, like if he was still alive for the rest of your life, he will always control you.
Right.
Like you could never, like you're never winning that. So like he owns you forever.
Oh yeah. No, I remember one time me and my brother were on his boat, and we were sitting there, and he was starting to be gray at this time.
Right.
And we're watching him being pissed off about something on the boat, just with the anchor. It's just something. He was just getting hot, and we're like, "You think me and you could take him now?" this age, like the two of us, and then we saw him like, motherfucking dead, and we're like, nah. No, because you know what? You can't be crazy.
Exactly.
Because he was the type you just had to kill him. That's the only way it'll be over.
And you could, there's certain people that they don't care about life. There's no care. It's like, what are you going to do to me?
Right.
That life hasn't done to me 10 times as hard. So come on, bring it, little man.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah. Then you're like, is it all my brain? Am I just a pussy?
Yeah.
If I tell myself it's not cold, does it not be cold? But yeah. That's that.
What do you got? Are you doing New Year's Eve this weekend?
I don't have a gig New Year's Eve. I have a gig the day before New Year's Eve. I have a gig Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. You have Thursday. Friday at the 30th.
Yeah, I'm working Wednesday and Friday.
Did you get in touch with?
Not yet.
Dustin?
I didn't want to bother him on Christmas Day. You know, he posted, "I'm logging off for the holidays." So I
saw that.
But
then he had a picture, a video of.
I know,
Instagram.
But when somebody says that, I'll get them on the 27th.
It means he's staying off the radar for a while.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? So what do you people told me they were very depressed about last week's episode. Not that we want to get back into that, but I guess people were concerned how you're doing. So just, it's not like we have to rehash.
We don't have to get back into it. It's absolutely no better. So there.
Feelings wise, or just, we know that the other things aren't better, but
yeah, feelings wise, I'm a very obsessing over things getting financially better. I'm obsessed over my situation, obsessed over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't stop thinking about it.
Right.
Yesterday was the only real break I had, and that was, because I was with my nephews, my whole family was there. We're eating, drinking coffee, playing video games, watching the kids open gifts. It was like, you know what I mean? Like I took my mind off of it.
Good. I'm glad I brought your mind right back to it.
No. Didn't. Today, bro. I mean, like waking up.
I was feeling great, Joe. I forgot it was even going on until you brought it up on the podcast.
I just didn't want to, today I woke up and I'm like, I just don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to keep trucking along, and
that's it.
What else am I going to do? I mean, I'm not going to kill myself. You know what I mean? That's not
right. Well, that's never been your thing anyway. That's where I go.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt anybody around me.
Yeah.
I don't want to get high. I don't want to get drunk. What I do want to do is probably sleep until life is better. And I know that's not an option, so just...
Yeah, that's probably why it's good we got the podcast done at night tonight. You're probably just going to sleep really late tomorrow.
Well, I got to get up, get a haircut tomorrow eventually. I got to get out there and be like a human.
Yeah.
You got to get my hair hacked. I got shit to do tomorrow. Then this Friday and Saturday, I'm up in Mohegan Sun, Pocono Downs, which is in Pennsylvania, up in I don't know where that is. I don't know exactly. I know it's just 2 hours from here, which isn't bad.
No.
That's where I am Friday and Saturday.
Nice. Are you headlining?
No.
Oh.
He never headlines me for those. Scott Bruce will not headline me. And my manager, I'm not saying he won't. My manager hasn't pushed for me to headline.
Gotcha.
Because he says the money isn't that much difference. And it's when you're in the middle, we can move your dates around easier. So we kind of just keep it the way it is. And it's a lot more money. I mean, it's more money for New Year's Eve weekend. So
yeah,
it's not that bad.
Oh, that's cool.
It's actually not a bad weekend. I mean, unfortunately the money is basically spent, but I don't care.
No, but you can't think like that. You just got to go get the money and then end that other shit.
Yeah, if I go get the money, and at least, I pay some bills, got a little breathing room for 2 weeks, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all, life is what it is. And it'll be fine.
You always find your way out, man.
Yeah.
Right?
It always seems to work out. I don't know why.
You always stop the bleeding somewhere and then you can catch up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just put it to a nice little drip.
Exactly.
And then you catch up.
Like a manageable drip.
A little manageable drip. Fucking boom. Oh, fucking George Michael dies, man. How about that? George Michael.
I know, man.
53
I like George.
or something? Or
53. Heart failure, apparently.
Yeah, well, I was
thought-
reading. I was in the mall with Carrie waiting for her to do some shit. So I was like online looking at news stories about it, and they had pictures of him for like days before he died. He got real fat. He was real fat and bloated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was real overweight. So he probably just, slovenly got a heart attack, No,
That sucks for people like me who are
it did scare me.
slovenly.
It did scare me. 53.
53.
Heart attack. Just boom.
And I liked his music. I liked all his music. I absolutely. I was going to post something yesterday, but I let it go. I was just going to post like the worst part of George Michael dying is all these hack jokes that are going to be like the comic tries to pass them off as ironic, although they want it to be funny.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They try to pass it off like Chipperson's character.
Yeah.
I hate that everyone does his character. Like Norton's alive, Norton does it. Just let Norton do it. You know what I'm saying? But when people do it and they're not acting in his character, but they do those type of jokes, those jokes, but they do it for real, man. They want they're not doing it ironically. They're doing it for real.
Yeah.
That's your shitty, horrible attempt at humor. You're bad writing. You're not fucking funny, and you're not creative.
I made an unintentional George Michael joke because I was making another joke, and the words of my joke happened to be a title of a George Michael song that I didn't.
Oh, really?
I wound up knowing the song once I thought about it.
Right, but at the time when
I posted, because it was all just mine was more a political joke.
Okay.
It was if fucking Facebook would ever load. Never loads when I want to read something. It's like, hey, what was that thing I posted? Yeah, just keep pushing your phone up and we'll never get there. I said it was a weird year, but it looks like we all had a great last Christmas in America. And my whole thing was like, because everyone's saying the end of the world's coming with Trump.
Yeah, right,
so this was our last Christmas. I had no idea at the time right now George Michael had a last Christmas song.
Oh, right.
Now I know the song once I thought about it, but someone's like, oh, I think you're making a George Michael joke. I'm like, no, and I hope nobody else is thinking that, because if you're thinking a George Michael joke, it's a shitty joke.
It's not even that's not even a bad George Michael joke.
It's not even a bad George Michael. Yeah, it's just like a statement. Right, I'm hoping, most people from the comments knew it was a political thing because some took it too seriously. They're like, "No, I think Trump's America's gonna be." I'm like, "Listen, bro." I go to the hashtag sarcasm now. Yeah. I'm like, never take me seriously. But I was like, "Oh, last Christmas, okay." Blah blah, but yeah, a lot of hacky ones, man. A lot of.
I got
what was it? And just like that, wham! He's dead. It's like, really.
Boo!
Yeah, you naturally think of those things, but you don't post them.
Right.
You know what I mean? You think like
Nick said one. He's like, it's sad that George Michael died. I'm glad he didn't wake us up before he went.
Yeah, and I was about to post something that I went against. I was like, no, that's very hacky. I was like, I wonder if the doctors woke him up before he go-goed.
Right.
But I'm like,
delete. But I know Nick, and I'm 99% sure he did that on purpose for it to be that hacky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nick will post jokes knowing he's hacking and saying he's hacking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's other guys who are posting that, never going to admit they're hacky and thinking they're original and genius.
Yeah.
Or they try to pass it off as ironic, and it's just all bullshit. Especially the guys you see writing, like the jokes. You're like, dude, you never have a good joke, man. This is your jokes.
Yeah, or the people that are just like, all right, 2016, enough. Yeah. So then I got sick of that. I go, I'm no futurist, but I predict entertainers will die in 2017 as well, maybe beyond. It's like, come on. It's like, did you guys just learn that celebrities can die too? Like, did you just learn that? Like, oh my God, singers and actors die? That means
You know
I
what it
could
is?
die.
I'm going to be I'm not on anybody's. I'm not taking a side on this, but what it is because we're all the people who are dying are people that our age, maybe a little younger and a little older, followed their whole lives.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
And now people who we grew up listening or grew up liking or grew up watching are dying. It's like, holy fuck. Like, all of our childhood stuff is going away.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting to that age where everything that you loved as a kid and growed up watching and listening to is all going away.
No, I get it. It's just like the people. It's like, can we get to 2017 already?
Yeah.
As if that's
In
the year.
2017, it's nobody's
The
gonna die
Reaper
then.
that's the Reaper's year off.
Yeah. Next year, we got Ringo Starr going down.
Well, it's going to be more and more as we get older.
Huh?
It's going to be more every year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're going to wish it was 2016. Remember in 2016 when only like 20 or 30 of them dead?
Yeah. Mick Jagger's going to die, and you're going to be like, what the fuck, 2017? Enough already.
Yeah.
It's like,
what about the 2020? The 2025 genocide of all singers. Made 2016 look like a walk in the park.
how about 2047 when Bieber goes? Are you going to be around for that?
Yeah, I'll probably go before that.
Nah, he's a good kid, man.
No, but-
I like that.
Yeah. Well, no. Here's when you judge Justin Bieber and whether he'll make it when he ain't Justin Bieber no more. When he's Leif Garrett. When he's
No, I know.
When he's balding with a do-rag on his head in
in Celebrity Rehab.
Right, that's when we'll find out. Yeah, they were all Bieber too once.
Yeah.
I like Bieber. I have nothing wrong with him, but you're just like he's got like that James Dean look. You're like, you can't picture them getting old. Like, they have to die young.
Yeah, right. You can't picture him gray hair,
Not having it.
Yeah. Being rolled out at some like shitty ceremony for.
Or he'll just be like the Frank Sinatra for those young girls. Just be a crooner till he's 80.
I fucking love Frank Sinatra.
I think Timberlake's got that though. That's it. Timberlake's
he owns that.
The Frankie, like, I'm gonna be.
See, Dean Martin. Hey, he's got the Frank Sinatra. Maybe Justin Bieber's got the Dean Martin. A little less, more of an alcoholic.
Sammy Davis.
No, that's Kanye West. That dude, I wish he would go away.
I don't even get it, man. I tried. I tried even years ago. Everyone's like, he's a genius. I'm like, all right. If you say so.
I'm going to do this when I was doing my acting class. We all went to dinner the other night after the class. My teacher, I don't know if I talked about this. She asked if you could be two people in history or now, whatever. If you can be a combination of two different people, who would those be? If you could yourself be a combination of two different people in the world, whoever.
Well, tell me yours, and then give me time to think about mine.
I said Sinatra because I thought he was cool as fuck. And Richard Pryor because I just love how Richard Pryor can talk about anything on stage and he didn't give a shit how raw it was.
So if I could be two people, and then like you're into you're a super person because of that.
Yeah, just like taking on two people's personalities. Now,
I would like the talent. I
Right.
would like the comedic talent of George Carlin
okay,
with the business acumen of Mark Cuban.
there you go.
You know, I'd like to be like, not only is this guy funny, but man, he's got, he knows how to fucking turn a profit.
Right. Okay.
But actually, maybe not even comedian, because, it'd be tough. I would need three, because I would love a musician in there somehow.
That's it. Some guys like John Clark picked two musicians. I think he picked, I forget, he picked a couple of jazz people he wanted to be.
I'd be like Eric, like if it was like a musician, be able to play the guitar like Eric Clapton, just like smooth and
Right.
just, Yeah, but two people though, I'd probably just because I love comedy is such part of my life now. George Carlin, I would love his writing ability, his prolific writing brain. Right. But I would like the billionaire mind of Mark Cuban because he's also like a fun dude. He looks like a fun billionaire to hang out with.
He is. Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Not some.
And he worked he's like a grinder, man. He's the
grinding work ethic. Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He's not a billionaire because, he fucking his family or whatever, or he had some brilliant idea for a tech company and sold it for $1 billion. No, he worked his ass off, and then to get to where he's at.
Right.
Like you watch Shark Tank and you watch Mr. Wonderful. He had a software company sold for billions. Not that he didn't work hard.
Well, he built that software company.
Yeah, but it's a different story to me.
Yeah.
Than a guy like Mark Cuban who really worked his ass off.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Yeah, and there was other people. Most people were a little bit of actors, and one kid. So we're out to dinner, and
how about? Okay, go ahead. Then I was going to change yours up a little bit.
All right, change it up.
All right, two people, but it can't since you're already in entertainment, can't be in entertainment
at all. Okay,
no entertainers. Two people, or okay, we'll just say no. I don't know if either entertainers or no entertainers because that's what you do already.
Okay,
like me, I can't do no filmmakers, no video, nothing like that.
Okay,
who would your two be?
It would be. I know it's Einstein. Because I want to be smart.
Yeah.
And who else would I be? John F. Kennedy without the trip to Dallas.
Okay. Imagine Einstein had low self-esteem. He's like, that's not too smart to pick me.
Yeah.
I know you want to be smart, but that was the first dumb move you've made.
Remember, what's it, Brian Regan's joke? I don't think Einstein was such a genius, but I don't think we're honoring him correctly because people are like, way to go, Einstein.
Yeah.
God, what about you? No movies, no entertainment.
No entertainers. Just it would be. I'd stick with Mark Cuban because I just like the billionaire aspect. Being a billionaire, and probably I'd have to go with Derek Jeter.
That's what the kid said at my table. The kid at my acting class, he said Derek Jeter. He's 21. The kid's 21.
Or Tom Brady. Give me either or.
He's like Derek Jeter and Marlon Brando were his two combos.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good combo. Brando Jeter.
Yeah, and he goes, I just like Jeter's. He goes, he worked hard. He was a good guy. No shit talked about him. He kept his nose clean. He was like a good guy.
Yeah.
This kid's 21. So then we did that, and me and John Clark, we just ate, and John was like, man, I think I want to get another hamburger. I'm like, me too. And this kid, there's like a black kid in the class and him. And the black guy, I don't know what the black kid is kind of young, good shape too. And so the skinny kid who just did Jeter was like, look here, these guys, they want another hamburger. Look at them. They're talking about getting more food. I was like, hey, shut the fuck up, Jeter. You good look. You're 21. You're good looking. Shut your fucking face. We're going to eat. That's what we do. And then he said something like, and I didn't know he was 21. I'm like, how old are you? He was like 21. I'm like, fucking, you're a dick. Jeter wants to be you. Like, Jeter he's a good looking kid and he's 21. Jeter would like to be you.
Yeah. Jeter's like, nah, fuck.
Nah, fuck that.
My life's still pretty fucking good. Even better. Ain't no press around.
Yeah.
Now I'm a real creep.
That's a good choice. Jeter is a good.
Jeter's a good choice. Why he probably not? He's a little dull. You have to get someone more exciting. Like,
who was your first choice? It was Blake and Jeter.
Who?
Oh, Mark Cuban and Jeter. Well, Mark Cuban's going to give you a little spice.
Yeah, give me the spice. Yeah.
And Jeter's got the athletic ability, and you're going to get broads. A lot of broads.
Yeah, it's all about the broads.
Yeah, so
I can pick something. I want to be a billionaire who gets broads and plays shortstop for the Yankees. Is that too much to ask for dreaming? Imagine if some little kid went up with his book report. What do you want to be when you grow up? A billionaire broadhound that plays shortstop for the Yankees? All right. I think with your C average and your third place in the presidential physical fitness program in a shuttle run, you may have a little work to do, but you can get there, buddy.
Anything's possible, buddy.
Anything's possible. I lay off pizza day a lot in the cafeteria, but that's just me. I'm a teacher who forgave his dreams to try and pump you guys up. But I tell myself it's rewarding. As I hold knives above my wrists. But
I want to upload. I'm going to. You're not going to want to upload this tonight, do you?
I probably could. Probably later. Probably, yeah.
Whoa. What was I grilling you for something?
No, I was debating on whether I wanted to during the thought. I said yes, and I thought
probably,
maybe not.
I think so, probably. I'm not going to. You answered me, then re-answered me, then reconfirmed that maybe your answer might not be right, but it's probably right.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe I'll just do it in the morning.
Okay. Maybe I can get a link to this past Friday's show at the Pocono Palace.
Oh, you got something funny happen?
Yeah, just a couple of crowd interactions that I would like to put up.
Yeah. What were they?
One was where the guy took towards the end of the show. They were like, I did 30 minutes, and they were just. It was such a better Pocono Palace. Everybody knows I don't really have fun there, but because it was such a small crowd Christmas weekend, they instead of doing it in the big entertainment room where it fits over 200 and something people, they did it around the bar. It's like a Newborn bar kind of thing, and they already had like a little platform set up for like a DJ. So they just did it up there. So we stood on the floor, and they just sat them at these little cocktail tables around the bar, and it was perfect because no one came to the bar. It wasn't like people were sitting at the bar and there was nobody there.
Right.
20-something people who were by the bar were all for the show, and they all sat around, and they were perfect. They were just a fun crowd. So I was in joke, material, crowd work, just back and forth, hanging out with them, back to crowd work and material. And one guy was like, man, you've been awesome the whole show, man, focusing and laughing. I loved you. And he's like, I'm like, this is a good present. You gave me a good present for Christmas. And then he goes, look what I got. And he pulls out anal beads.
Wow.
And
you got to get us this audio.
It was like 7 anal beads on this thing. And it was like big ones, big green ones. I was like, they're green? I'm like, that's like St.
like veteran anal beads. Like you're not. These aren't beginners.
No. These aren't starter beads.
Yeah, these are experience. Yeah. You got to show a card to get these.
Absolutely. This is definitely expert level. Black diamond.
Yeah, they bring you to the special room in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, you want the Titans?
Yeah.
Hold up. Put on this blindfold.
They were just green. I was like, oh, they're like St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day anal beads. I'm like, top of the morning to you. I just and there was that, and then it was like there's these two broads that were talking, but they weren't. I mean, when it's 20-something people, and they were the center table of 6, like they split the 22 people in half, and they would like break off into little discussions and laugh and talk amongst themselves. It got aggravating, but I still was having fun, so I would just yell at them every once in a while. And there's a spot where I was like, will you shut the fuck up? And then I was like, that's how I want to know why I'm single. There's a pretty girl. So one girl was pretty. I'm like, and this is how I flirt with them. I'm like, drink your stupid drink and shut your face. Like, that's how I flirt. And so I want to put that clip up too. And then whatever else, if I find some, just a little clip from this past Friday's show of interacting with the crowd.
Yeah, get me that shit. I'll have it so it releases in the mornings. If I don't get it out by a certain time tonight, it just kind of gets lost in the feed.
Yeah, no,
so
yeah.
I'll release it in the morning.
Okay.
Awesome. So it was a good cast. Nice.
Yeah.
Better than last week's. A little more upbeat, more fun. Shooting the shit a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that.
Yeah, so do I.
You know, we're coming up on
Probably
a
do this.
year, dude, of doing a podcast.
Really?
We're coming up. In January, something will be a year. Fucking
Keep cranking them out.
keep cranking them out. Maybe we'll start trying some new things in the new year.
Yes.
Just to keep it
Yes.
fresh. We'll try
Let's
some
do
new things. If you guys have any,
You know what? I was just going to say, in our intro to the show,
yeah.
let's ask, some people might not make it this far down.
Okay, hope not. Hope people make it this far down.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, maybe
Yeah.
if say we get 150 people listening, if 75 tuned out and that like 45 minutes in, they might not get
That's why we do the intro.
Yeah.
So awesome, man. Let's. This was our post Christmas episode. So we won't talk to you guys till after New Year's Eve. So
All right, we'll see you in the new year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you have a good, safe New Year. Go to MikeGaffneyLive.com to see all his dates or to get tickets to see him on New Year's in Pocono Downs.
Pocono Downs, Mohegan Sun,
Mohegan
Pocono Downs.
Sun,
in
Pocono
Pennsylvania.
Downs. If you're in recovery, I'll be at the Bergen Convention New Year's on December 30th. It's the New Year's Eve convention, but the show is December 30th. Come out to that. It's always a good time.
At the Westchester Marriott.
At the Westchester Marriott. You can see me there. So I still haven't updated I have a bunch of dates. My webpage is not updated, joefernandez.net, but go there in like a week. I'll have it updated.
Yeah,
But
right.
I have a nice few months coming up. So thanks for listening, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. See you in the new year.